Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our workshop today and introduce you to my team, my company Next Level, and the exciting AI BDR agent solution that we would like to present to you today. My name is Michael Lazor. I'm the CEO and founder on the Next Level of Next Level, and I'm here today to share with you a little bit of what we do and explain how it helps people like you that most probably care about their conversion rates of website visitors into the leads, as well as the lead qualification and finding out all possible extra information during this short initial step when there is a first touch point with your website visitors who are identified as leads. Next Level specializes overall in omni-channel B2C communication between the brands, the companies, and the end consumers. That's not everything of what we do, but that's a big chunk of what we do. To provide that capability to our customers and different brands, we have created our own platform. Of course, there is a plenty of platforms already available, but we decided not to be dependent on somebody's roadmap, features, and bugs, and carve our own uh, way of samurai based on the priorities that we decide and based on needs that we hear from our clients. So, to be short, in this presentation, we will focus on the omni-channel AI communication platform and what kind of interesting things can be built with it to help companies to basically identify the right qualified leads among all the noise that's happening in the communication channels of the brands and take care of them in the best possible way. Um, to recap, our mission is to redefine how companies, enterprises, brands engage and communicate with their customers. And of course, leverage the power of AI to do that in the best possible way. Let's go next. The topic of today is the AI BDR agents that handle website visitors or inbound callers on the inbound phone line of a brand, of a company. Of course, many of you are looking for and excited about bringing more customers and leads to your businesses, to your clients, to your companies. And that use case, that direction, we will cover in our next workshop, which will be titled Omnichannel AI Outreach Solution. But in this particular workshop today, we're going to talk about the AI BDR that can take care of your website visitors, help them out to navigate, to find out the right answers to their questions, get the personalized product recommendations of the company, which whose website they are visiting, and get them identified, qualified, and save their contacts into the CRM for the follow-ups by the SDR team. Um, what are the outcomes of this kind of the AI BDR agent that's embedded into the website or the inbound phone line? First of all, it's better engagement, much better than the static pages, because static pages cannot basically personalize in real time to the user, cannot accommodate user needs, handle the complaints, or resolve questions in the personalized way, cannot show emotional empathy, understand the user mood and the user priorities, cannot drive and cannot tailor. at least to the extent that AI allows us to do these days. So engagement is the starting point of the conversation, but it's not all. Um, the outcomes of such AI BDR solution are also the real-time accommodation of the visitor needs. No delays in providing the right answers to it. When the visitors really want to find the answer to their question and to basically um, get in touch with the company, our AI BDR agent would be very efficient and happy to catch that in the best possible way for the visitor. Some of the outcomes that we see is plus 40, 50, 70, sometimes even double the number of the qualified leads that the website equipped with the AI BDR agent can capture compared to the website without such an agent. But they will hide some details, and it's not enough to embed and place such agent on the website to double your leads capture and your website visitors conversion. We'll talk about this more later. And of course, you get more information about the leads and you get lower leads acquisition because the conversion rates are going up. Some of the statistics from our own website. Uh, in total, we had 758 unique visitors in the last 2 months. I know that's not much, but we just launched the website and got started like four and a half months ago. And out of these 758 visitors, we managed to capture 28 marketing qualified leads that actually are interested to buy something from us through the web forms, and 16 through through our AI BDR agent. So that's a pretty significant uh, margin of the AI agent captured leads on top of the web forms captured leads. And we are quite happy about it. With some of our clients, we have seen the boost in leads capturing depending on the traffic and depending on how they place our widget and how they promote our widget on their website. Um, where, as I mentioned before, 35 to 70% um, more leads were captured from the leads number that was captured with the web forms and contact forms on the website. So it's a pretty good boost. It's a pretty significant boost. Let's go. Let's talk more about how we do it, how we approach it. Oh yeah, and a little bit more about the dashboards and analytics that we capture and extract and calculate based on the conversations that are happening between the users or website visitors or inbound phone callers and our AI agents. So there is a number of metrics that we track, and they are typical for the call centers. We have modified them slightly to reflect the capabilities of the BDR role of the agent and the purpose of this particular agent. Some of them are more standard for call centers, some of them are more specific to the BDR agent. For example, we calculate the success conversations by identifying conversations where agent has successfully answered all the user inquiries, was able to answer them, had enough knowledge to answer them, and either got confirmation from user that user is happy or didn't get any complaint from user. Those would be categorized as successful conversations. The error conversations is the metric which counts the number of conversations where the user explicitly said that bot is not helping him, doesn't understand him or her, and complains about the misunderstandings and mismatch of what he gets from the agent and what he is expecting from the agent or she. The customer left conversation is the metric where we count the number of conversations where the user abandoned the conversation in the middle of conversation. So user started conversation, but basically finished in the middle of conversation, disappeared, gone, did not continue. System availability is great and clear. Customer satisfaction is the score that we calculate based on the user feedback or on the conversation. We rate the level of user satisfaction based on the uh, uh, context of the conversation and what user says to the bot in the middle, in the end of conversation, regarding whether the bot was helpful and helped to resolve everything or not. And the conversation volume by category is an interesting metric, which allows us to basically look into the conversation and categorize it. In case of the BDR agent, that would be categorized by type of users that were talking to this agent. If they are calling on the inbound phone number or speak with the agent on the website, doesn't matter. What matters is AI will come and categorize the conversations based on the predefined categories for this particular agent. We have other categories for different types of agents that it's possible to build with our platform. So in this particular case, we categorize the conversations, whether they are just the information request and people are researching, trying to find out more information about something, or people who talk to the bot are qualified as the buyer or lead that wants to buy something actually. Um, we also capture conversations where people were requesting specifically software development services. We separate this as a separate category. There are some job seekers that are speaking with the agent from time to time, and there are partners who wants to resell the services of the demo company, which is our sister company that I own as well, SPSoft, and want to be the resellers and partners of that company. So this is the basic categories for the BDR agents, except for the software development is specific for SPSoft and won't be available for other general purpose BDRs. But they give the level of understanding of how many or what type of conversations users engaged with the agent that's working on a website or on the inbound phone line. Of course, we can customize these categories and dashboard per agent per client. Let's move next. This is a basic flow explaining how the BDR agent works. I'll go through it quickly. So basically, the agent starts the conversation, tries to understand user intent, depending on the what user wants. It tries to accommodate the user needs. If the user if the agent sees that the user is interested in the product and not just looking for some general information or some support issues resolution, or just tries to find some information on the website, it's gonna perform a bump qualification and will ask user whether the user has the authority to make decision, what budget user has, what's the timeline to buy something, And the user, based on these questions, will be qualified as lead or maybe occasional browser of the product company related products. And if a user is a business lead who wants to buy something, the contact information will be captured from the user nicely, politely through a dialogue. Um, and the user will be saved in the CRM with all the relevant metadata and information that was captured from the conversation. So that's the simple way to put it. There's also a more detailed way. As I said at the beginning, we have a couple of specialized pre-made solutions, and our BDR AI agent is pretty sophisticated. We were polishing it for the last 4 months and have put quite some effort into it. It's successfully working on a couple of dozens of websites for now, and we are just now starting our uh, mass outreach offering of our BDR agent to different companies. So it takes into account many different nuances, and the idea is always identify out of all the website traffic who is the lead and who is just the casual browser, and take the best care of all the visitors, but make sure that the leads are identified, saved into the CRM, and can be followed up with the human teams. Let's go next. The way we approach these AI BDR implementations is straightforward, and we manage to do it very fast after delivering a dozen of them. There is a pattern, and usually we can deliver the such a BDR AI agent the same day as we started talking to a client. Um, some of you may wonder, like, is it possible to build this type of agents with other platforms? The question is yes, of course. And there are many great platforms out there, and I'm sure that there are many pre-made templates. They are probably different than ours. Some of them are maybe less detailed. Some of them are maybe more. We'll talk about our process and approach and experience here, but definitely there are alternatives. And I'd like just to walk you through the key points of the inbound BDR that might be useful for you when you will be considering implementing one for your company, for your clients, for your brand website. So first, we align the purpose of this agent with the company, because different companies have different understanding of what they would like this website embedded AI company rep to be able to do, provide and offer. We discuss the role and the purpose and the ultimate goal of the agent that's going to be placed on the website or on the inbound phone line. We discuss the size of the knowledge base. Is it possible to simply scrape the website, or we need also to extend it with some additional proprietary knowledge sources that the company will deliver? Should the agent qualify leads that are willing to buy? Maybe the company has some different categories of the visitors that the company would like to identify and get them saved into the CRM or sent to specific email addresses. Does the company want the AI agent to capture the contact data? Is band qualification required after data capture? We don't want to ask too many questions before data capture. So once we have the contact of the person, um, once we have the contacts of the person, we would offer an option to do the band qualification and find out information whether the person has the authority, what budget, what's the timeline and urgency to make a decision to buy something. Some companies want it, some companies don't. Since we have a configurable Lego constructor and Lego blocks that we can easily switch on and off, it's easy for us to provide quickly, almost automatically, the end solution based on these checkboxes, yes or no, that the client would give us. Then we build a knowledge base, we scrape the website, we absorb and digest other sources of knowledge and data from the company, we configure the agent, we test it, and refine and adjust as we need based on the feedback of the client and based on our internal testing. We deploy it. We help we help to deploy it to the website of the client by providing a simple 10 lines JavaScript code to the client and providing technical assistance to the client to embed our agent into the website. There are many ways how to embed the agent web widget into the website. We also offer the option of configuring it to pick up the inbound phone line, which has a SIP trunk integration option. And we will talk about different options and configuration scenarios later on during our agent configuration um, phase of this workshop. Once it goes live, the journey just getting started. We advise and encourage our clients to read the conversations, monitor the analytics, check the problematic conversations, go into the transcripts of conversations, and check the gaps. Help use the AI to help to identify the gaps. We have these capabilities available out of the box in our platform. And once the gaps are identified, resolve them. Consider resolving them. It's not mandatory. It's up to the whoever is supervising this nice solution, whether they want to improve it, polish it, cover the gaps, resolve the issues in conversations, or just let it go and let it fly by itself. We, of course, provide the option of the optimizing and improving after it goes live, providing our expertise to and advices and recommendations to our clients. That's it for the first part of the introduction to our omnichannel AI communication platform and the BDR AI agent. It can be embedded into the websites and put on an inbound phone line. What's next, Andrei? Let's create some AI BDR agent, or at least walk you through the creation process. The creation process usually takes from like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, up to couple hours for more complex ones, couple days for more custom ones. It can be couple weeks depending on different third-party integrations with different sophisticated data sources, ticketing systems, CRMs, call center systems, etc. But normally, typical scenario is like half a day up to 1 day together with testing and polishing. I give the stage to Eugene. Eugene is our implementations manager. He's overseeing and supervising a number of concurrent projects when we implement different kinds of agents for different kinds of clients. And today he will tell you how we approach creation of a typical BDR, our proven process, and the templated pieces and the elements and Lego blocks that we basically put together to deliver this solution lightning fast. Eugene, stage is yours.
Yep, thank you, Michael. Give me a moment, I'll share my screen. So, where do we start? As Michael just said, the first piece of this puzzle is basically get the knowledge base from the website or from the product, from the service who we are going to create the BDR. So for that, there are 3 steps that I'm going to walk you through. The first one is website scraping. We have our own tool that we built. It's pretty simple, actually. All you need to do is put a website URL in here. As an example, we will use our NextLevel.AI website. There are a few configurations, some pages that you want to exclude, some that you for sure want to include, the depth of the scraper, and as you can see, a few different configurations, like do we want to include links, do we want to take screenshots. I will not launch the scraping task right now because it might take at least a few minutes. But as a result of such task, as you can see, you can download each task. We are basically getting this type of the file. where there are two main things. First one is markdown of the page, which has all of the content from the page. And the second is metadata, main thing of which is this source URL. So basically this is the result. I can show you that there is a list of these pages and the content. This is the result of our scraping operation. We are collecting knowledge about the website, the product, the services that this product provides. But that's not it. That's not only it. We have a text compressor, the other tool that allows us to compress the information that we collected from the website that we scraped into, I would say, optimal size and optimal information. How you do it? Just add a task and upload a file. We can upload a file that we just get by the scraping operation. We pick the model, the AI that will do this. And after configure, as a result of such operation, we are getting a pretty similar file, as you can see here. But its weight, its size is much smaller because this tool, this text compressor tool, its main purpose is to basically optimize the information in the file, get rid of the duplications, skip unnecessary content. The AI is basically, we built the prompt for this tool, and we know that it works good. So as a result, we are getting the compressed knowledge base about this site, which usually is 5, if not 10 times smaller from the original knowledge base. The next step, the third one, actually is basically to create a new knowledge base. And creating a new knowledge base is not a problem at all. It does not take any time almost. Let's say test demo BDR. I will create a new knowledge base. I can add data sources. And as an example, I just can upload one of a file that you just saw here, next level compressed as a data source. And the only thing that's left is basically make sure to activate it. It usually takes, I don't know, about 30 seconds to 1 minute. But as a result, I will make sure to update this page in a few seconds. As a result, we have a knowledge base about the website, which we can now use for our agent that we are going to build. Now, give me a moment. Is it already activated? Yep, it's already activated. I will keep this and show you in a few moments. So we, of course, can, let's now move forward to the next step, which is basically creating the BDR agent. Of course, we can create a new agent, and I can walk you through, but as you can see, a lot of the fields here are basically empty. And we don't want to spend a lot of time entering or manually copy-pasting things in here. But as an example, I can just show you how our NextLevel.AI BDR works and show you some of the required and not only required fields. So the first few fields are pretty simple. You give agent a name. Our name is called Jessica. You add a title to your agent. It's basically an internal title. We call it NextLevel.AI BDR. The main thing is here, of course, system prompt. As you can see, it's not very big, but it's only because we are using our library of prompts. And for BDRs, they have a lot in common. So we don't need to build prompt from scratch every time. As Michael said, there are different types of BDRs. Some need bond lead qualification, some don't. For that, we also have a few different prompt libraries. Now, just a small question, Michael and Dri, do you think I can show in this demo our prompt library?
Um, you can show some components in the prompt library. You don't have to walk through all the details because there will be too much of the info, but showing how the building blocks convert into the real prompts would make sense. The idea was to show that we have the level of the building blocks and there are reusable prompts that are continuously upgraded and automatically get upgraded across all the agents that have been rolled out into the production that are built out of these components and reusable building blocks.
Okay, so this is pretty simple then. What I need to do is just, I have a ready prompt, band BDR, multilingual women, woman, which basically means that it's a female voice. All I need to do is just move it here, and that's how I get basically all of the needed components for band BDR agent. There is another thing that you can see here, which is called company data, and some interesting thing called rag. What is it? It's basically a variable. It's a variable that you also can drag and drop in here, and it will appear. What does it mean? In a moment. So this is how our prompt is building. We are building it from Lego pieces, and this is a very small view of the original prompt, but once you click preview, this is how the ending prompt will look like. Collected from a lot of Lego pieces. The next thing, what was called here RAG, is basically the imprompt knowledge base. Some basic information about the company that agent will know always in each and every question and in each and every response for each and every question. It should not be too huge. As I said, only main information to make sure to quickly give an answer to common questions that users and customers always ask about the company, the services, the products, main goals, main information, etc. So this is actually this text. I can copy and paste it, would be basically inserted in here instead of the rag. This is just a variable that represents this part of the text called imprompt knowledge base. Now, the knowledge base that we created previously is not imprompt, and we will get to it in a few moments. Don't forget about that. Next things, there are a few, there is a lot actually of settings. I will not go through each and all of them. Let's move to the, I would say, brain of our agent, which is LLM. As you can see, there are primary and secondary models. Why do we have it? It's very simple. In case we selected OpenAI GPT 4.1 mini and OpenAI has some issues on their side, we want our agents to work. So we select a secondary LLM, usually from a different provider, because, well, of course, it's possible the two providers will have some issues on their sides, but I would say it's very rare. So that's why in case OpenAI GPT LLM does not respond in 3 seconds, our secondary LLM model will jump in instead of the primary one. Same thing with STT, speech-to-text model, which catches users' voice, because we are building voice agents. Of course, you can communicate via text, but usually we provide our agents as voice agents. There is also primary and secondary models. Same principle. Now, cool thing about STT, what we have here is actually that we support keywords. Because if your company has a not very common name, or some acronym, or some things like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat with K instead of C, you know, when you have some such things and such words, we use basically the keywords to make sure that next level is the name of our company and our STT will recognize it once user is asking about it. You put the default language. You have a few more interesting settings. I would stop only on use parallel STT, which we can enable or disable. The main purpose of parallel STT is actually to make sure we are launching two primary and secondary STTs at the same time. In case some of one model will not recognize user speech like 100%, maybe 80%. So we use this parallel STT to listen to user by two models, and which one gives the better results, the one we will be delivered to the LLM as user input. TTS, text-to-speech models, same principle, primary, secondary. This is basically the voice that our agents speak. We use also a lot of different providers like 11 Labs, Azure, DeepGram, Google. Not sure if we need to stay on this a lot. There is a lot of voices, a lot of languages. A lot of them requires tuning, especially when it comes to the dialects. It's not very easy to do, but very fun to do. What do we have here more? So video avatars, we support video avatars. Not sure, well, no, I'm sure we can use that for BDR, but it's in a business or premium packages. Andrei, correct me if I'm wrong. Speech recognition settings. Cool thing here, who speaks first? Do we want user to speak first to the agent? Do we want agent to start the conversation? Very small and easy setting here. From the other things that I want to mention here would probably be supported languages, languages that our agent supports. As you can see, we can support a lot of languages. From the other settings, ones that I want to mention is store conversation audio recordings, which allows us to basically store on our side each and every recording of each and every conversation. It's very useful because when you see the transcribe, when you can hear the conversation, you have at least two sources. One is transcribed text output, and one is audio recording to understand what really happened in the conversation. This was our main agent settings, but not all. In the next section, you can see a few interesting things. So first of all, end of conversation metadata extractor prompt. This is a very important step because what is added here is actually what do we want to do after the conversation. And we have a tool called AN8N. And after each conversation of our BDR agents, what we want to do is to make sure that we know what and how, and we can build a workflow, what to do with the data. So the main goal, of course, is to collect leads, to get leads, but what to do with them. And this tool, this framework allows us to build workflows on the basically agent level. So we can customize it on the agent's level to build flow, what to do with this information. Like, do we want to collect the information about user, about lead, and save it somewhere in the CRM, right? With some post methods. Do we want to send an email for lead? Send it in this email. If it's not lead, if it's some other customer, which might be very helpful, but not lead, okay, sure. Like, we have a different workflow here. So this tool allows us to build post-conversation flow, which is automatically. What do we want to do with the contacts? How to collect the data? Where to save it? For our own purposes, we save it into our system. For our clients' purposes, we of course can save it into the client CRM or send to their emails. And of course, if it's basically the conversation was empty and nothing really happened, and user just say hi to bot, well, of course, nothing will happen. It goes in this way. So these two fields are actually explanation what to do with the data. We want to collect first name, last name, corporate email, phone. Like you can see this whole prompt in here. And this field is actually the URL of our N8N framework, the endpoint for this specific agent. Conversation metrics prompt, new feature, very interesting feature, allows us to customize the way we want also after the conversation ended. How do we want to, like, what KPIs, what metrics we want to collect from that conversation? If user was happy at the end of conversation, if there were any errors in the conversation, what type of the category, what mood was person? Did the conversation ended successfully, or user dropped the agent in the middle of conversation? These very useful statistics we are collecting in here, and in a few moments I will show you where do we, how do we show it in our dashboard, basically. What else? What else should be here? Oh, of course, knowledge base. this is actually the place where we select the kind of not impromptu knowledge base, but knowledge base for this agent. And if you remember, in the beginning, we have collected the knowledge base for our test demo BDR. I will, of course, not save it for this our production agent, but just as an example, I can show you that we are picking the knowledge base. And this is where agent will need to make, how can I say it, function calls, right? So agent will not know this information for each question. In order to get this information, agent needs to make a call, which takes a bit more time than just answer on the questions which agent has in the impromptu knowledge base. But of course, it's very important because there can be a ton of pages, a ton of information. And even if we collect that information through the scraper, try to optimize it through the compressor, it still can be a lot of information. So that's how you give the agent, link the agent to the knowledge base that you prepared. And by the way, in that knowledge base, I think I will switch for a moment. There can be actually a lot of data sources. It's not just one JSON file. You can add PDFs, you can add zip archives, you can just add a free text if you want. So there can be a lot of data sources for one knowledge base. And then this knowledge base can be connected to that agent. Okay, I think that is it. That is it for our main agent settings, how we create the agent. The only thing that I probably want to add is actually that most of our BDRs are web widget based agents. So there is a special page where you can configure the web widget. You can upload the image for the agent. You can select whether you want text only or text and voice. You can add the agent name. Widget transcribe mode is basically whether transcribed is by default on the screen or not. You can show branding, show the markdown mode. So there is a lot of things you can tweak here, from the position of the widget and size of the widget to even adding some static images or even videos for your widget.
Thank you very much. And did you mention about the metadata extraction for the analytics?
Yeah, I mentioned it already. It's actually here. And as I said that I will show you, and basically this is how our analytics looks like. So at the end of each conversation, our AI is scoring or giving some, I would say, flags or numbers for KPIs. And based on that, we have this picture of success conversations, error conversations, customer left conversations, customer satisfaction score, conversation volume by category, max concurrency, and number of escalations to human over the last 7 days, 24 hours, 30 days, or even 12 months. The cool thing about this is actually that it allows you, you see there is a very small percentage of error conversations. So I can barely even see this red line in here. But if I hover it, I can see that there is only one conversation during the last 30 days with error. I can click on it, and I will be navigated to the page where I can see the list of all conversations, but specifically with applied filter that I want to see conversation with error. And clicking on this conversation, I can see the details and understand where the error was. Like, was it something that agent didn't understand? Was it something where user mispronounced something or something happened? But actually, you can see this conversation. And I assume this was one of the test conversations, or someone decided to joke a bit and just say the bot that their name is Jack. But as an example, you can very easily find conversations that you're interested in. For example, I don't know, there are 4 conversations that were in the partner topic. I can even click on it and I will see all 4 conversations during the last 30 days. So yeah, this is about the analytics and the very small prompt that makes a lot of work to give us cool numbers, to give us the ability to quickly find needed conversations and analyze them.
Thank you very much, Eugene. That's it for the brief walkthrough of configuring the agent. And as I mentioned, there are plenty of great platforms out there. Many of them have similar way of configuring agents. You always have to put some prompt in. You have to configure different settings. The setting specifics differ from platform to platform. This is how it looks on our platform, and this is why it's important that like every setting has a meaning and a reason for being out there, including some of the specific settings that other platforms don't have, like the backup LLMs and the parallel speech to text and etc. etc. Plenty of settings are related to web widget specifically. We have put a lot of effort to make a web widget um, user friendly and nice looking and modern looking. We will demo it live right now in a second. And as we deployed it in dozens of different websites, we realized that there is a big need to customize it, look and feel, its size, the way it behaves inside of the website and embeds into the website. So we will give you a little live demo of how this BDR AI agent actually works and looks and behave from our website, NextLevel.AI. Andrei,
Yeah, let's do the demo. So let's do the
let's
voice talk with the agent.
let's show first that it has several modes. It can be smaller, bigger, and the users can actually um, shut it down completely or minimize it so that it occupies less space and they can see more. Oh, she can wave a hand. Basically, we can play any custom video that we can pre-generate for a certain um, agent avatar, which of course is generated by AI as well. So basically, on the customer's website, this agent avatar can look totally different and can do different things. While when the videos are played, because we would generate it for them if they need any customization. And Andrei, can you show the minimized version? Что ты
Mm,
закрываешь?
sorry. This one.
That's a small version of the web widget with a very small size of the widget, which still allows you to initiate a conversation and to chat with it. But if you don't want to occupy too much space, it basically in a minimized version is pretty small and tiny and allows you to browse the rest of the website, get uninterrupted view of the rest of the website content. You can go ahead and show the
Yeah,
interactions.
let's do the demo then.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Next Level AI representative Jessica. Thank you for visiting us. I'm here to help you with everything related to Next Level and its services. What is your name or how may I address you?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Andrew.
Hey, Andrew. Nice to meet you. So, what brings you to Next Level today? Are you curious about our AI voice agents or something else?
I'd like you to switch to the Arabic language, please.
بالطبع، يمكنني التحدث بالعربية. كيف يمكنني مساعدتك اليوم مع خدمات Next Level؟
Oh, I can't understand Arabic. Can you switch English back?
Sure thing. I switched back to English for you. What would you like to know about Next Level today?
I'm curious what Next Level can offer for automated omnichannel AI outreach.
Next Level offers a powerful automated omni-channel AI outreach platform that works across voice, WhatsApp, SMS, and email, all coordinated by one AI core. It autonomously follows up with leads, qualifies them, schedules calls, and integrates smoothly with your CRM to boost sales and engagement. The platform supports 30 plus languages and operates 24/7. making it a tireless sales machine that personalizes outreach based on customer needs. It's already helping sectors like healthcare, insurance, and e commerce with measurable ROI and consistent brand experience. What kind of outreach are you mainly interested in? Sales, customer support, or something else?
Mostly for sales.
NextLevel's AI sales agent automates sales inquiries, lead qualification, and deal closure using natural language processing and predictive analytics. It's great for e commerce product recommendations, SaaS lead engagement, and retail cross selling. Plus, the AI BDR agent engages website visitors with contextual voice conversations, identifies intent, qualifies leads, schedules calls, and integrates with your CRM for smooth workflow. This helps you capture and convert leads efficiently while personalizing the sales experience. Would you like to hear more about how it integrates with CRM systems or about scheduling demos?
I'm curious how it could be integrated with our HubSpot CRM.
NextLevel integrates smoothly with HubSpot, including calendar scheduling and CRM lead management. Our AI BDR and lead qualification agents can pass qualified leads directly into your HubSpot system and even schedule meetings using HubSpot's calendar features. This means your sales team gets real time updates and can follow up efficiently without manual data entry. The integration supports multi channel engagement across phone, web, and messaging, keeping everything synchronized. Would you like to know how the scheduling or lead data syncing works in more detail?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Our AI agents can automatically identify qualified leads during conversations and push their details into HubSpot CRM, so your sales reps have all the info at their fingertips. When it comes to scheduling, the AI checks your HubSpot calendar availability in real time and offers customers convenient time slots, booking meetings directly without back and forth emails. This seamless syncing ensures your team stays organized and focused on closing deals, while the AI handles lead capture and appointment setting, chatter 24/7. Plus, it works across voice, chat, and messaging channels to meet customers wherever they prefer. Does that sound like the kind of automation that would help your sales process?
Yeah, looks like the solution I need.
Great to hear that, Andrew. To best support your needs, would you like to schedule a call with one of our human specialists to dive deeper into how Next Level can fit your sales outreach and HubSpot integration?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, great. Let's start by sharing your last name, please.
To show you the texting capability, I'll type it here.
Thanks, Andrew Senick. Could you please provide your phone number? It's better to enter it from the keyboard to avoid typos. Your phone number is +3 8050100077E. Is this correct?
Yes, totally correct.
Thanks for confirming. Could you let me know your desired date and time? Oh, and the time zone too, for the scheduled call?
Let's do Monday, 3 p.m. Central European time.
Got it. So that's October 13th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Central European time, right?
Yes,
Perfect. Now, could you please provide your corporate email address? Also, to avoid typos, it's better to use the keyboard. Please confirm that your email address is andri.senek@spsoft.com. Is this
yes,
correct?
this is correct.
Thank you. We have shared your preferred time for the call with our team. Do you mind if I ask a couple more final clarifying questions so that our team can follow up with you as effectively as possible?
Sure.
If I got it right, Your company may potentially consider purchasing our products or services, correct?
Here comes the bond
Yes.
qualification, which follows the
What
contact
budget are you
information
working with for
collection.
this project?
We haven't specified it yet, so we are open to the numbers from your side.
Got it. Thanks for sharing that. Who will be involved in the decision making process for this purchase on your side?
I'm the only decision maker.
Thanks for letting me know. When are you looking to implement or make a decision about this solution?
Early next year.
Thanks for sharing that timeline. Our team will get in touch with you soon to discuss everything in detail. Meanwhile, is there anything else about Next Level's products or services I can clarify for you?
I think we are well covered.
Thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Great. It seems that you were captured as a lead.
Sure.
Maybe we can show briefly the conversation details of the conversation that just happened and wrap it up. Long story short, these BDRs are, I believe, the or should be the essential part of every website, so that people who want to have a conversation experience can get a conversation experience and can have their needs and the questions attended and accommodated in a most effective possible way. Get help with the navigation on the website, get tailored answers to their questions instead of having to browse tons of pages and try to find things on their own. Um, Thank you, Andrei, for showing the demo. As Andrei briefly showed at the beginning, the modern AI agent should seamlessly switch between different languages. They are supposed to understand different dialects. Of course, they should be speaking different voices and different tones, which are adjustable through the configuration process. And they should be um, fitting very well into any kind of website, different um, website navigation approaches and user experience. Website they should not interfere with the website content. At the same time, it should be easy to interact with, to initiate a conversation with, and useful. And we should never see again. Uh, Sorry, I don't understand what you mean. Could you please rephrase? And the other funny or sad stories from the past century of the previous chatbot era. Thanks everyone for watching this. I hope you like it. I truly believe that this type of voice-enabled AI company representatives should be essential part of every website, and we should enter the era of the token websites that can provide you with all your um, uh, personalized needs and answers to your personalized answers to your questions, so that people in the modern era should never be spending a lot of time on finding something, getting their inquiry resolved, uh, the issue uh, resolved, and their needs accommodated. Of course, these AI agents, they should fit and be embedded into the website through the sophisticated web widgets that integrate naturally with the user experience, don't interfere with the website content, navigation, and are easy to use and user friendly from user experience point of view. Thanks again for watching. Looking forward to hear your questions, comments, and feedback. And see you soon on the next workshop about omnichannel AI orchestrated outreach system, the ultimate system that always follows up, never forgets until the user buys something or asks it to unsubscribe. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you, team. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Out.